Whether you're looking for a challenge to test out your epic build and skills, or you're looking for materials for masterworking, the pit has you covered. Hi, this is the Katapult for Katapult Gaming, and in this episode we're going to be exploring the pit. So how do you go in the pit? First, requirements. You need to complete a level 46 nightmare dungeon. Just like always, in your consumables you can get the sigils. The first one you will get by completing the Tree of Whispers. So you complete a bunch of whispers. Once your bar is at maximum, you go to the Tree of Whispers, turn it in, and you get your first sigil. And after that you can craft or keep fighting until you get to a level 46 nightmare dungeon or above. After that, you can come to the portal activator over here, and it will use some of the rune shards that you acquire, again through nightmare dungeons levels 46 and above. And once you have 3 of those rune shards, and you can obtain multiple per nightmare dungeon run, you can come here and start a pit run. At first you'll only have access to tier 1, and as you complete tiers, you will unlock the future tiers. And each tier will give you different materials as rewards. So at tier 1 you get a couple of obdacite for your trouble, and as you increase in tiers you're going to get more obdacites. Once you reach tier 31 you will get ingolite instead. And finally, once you reach tier 61 you will get some neat iron. All of these materials are useful when it comes to masterworking, and you can find them again in your tab over here where you have your number of obdacite, ingolite, and neat iron. We'll get into that after we complete our run, but for now let's get started in a tier 1 run. And even though this is a 74 Sork, you'll see that that is plenty for the pit. Basically, if you're able to solo your level 46 nightmare dungeon, you should not have any issues with the level 1 pit. But as you go up in pit levels, that will definitely be able to find a lot of challenge. By the time you get to pit level 40, probably that's around where you're going to have to start paying a lot more attention to your gear if you want to complete that easily. And by the time you reach pit level 60, you will have to have pretty much your best in class gear and all your skills in Paragon Tree in top shape. If not, you will run into a lot of issues. And basically, as you kill monsters, you'll see on the right side of the screen your bar goes up, and you have a timer bar that after 15 minutes you run out of time, and you don't get all of the rewards that you would normally get. But it is not going to kick you out just because you run out of time. Basically, you can still get the gear rewards at that point, but you will not get your masterworking materials, and you will not get your obols in the final chest. But other than that, you will still get the regular equipment drops at least. The other thing that you'll notice is when you die, you do lose some time. So right now my death penalty is at 30 seconds, and each time you die that death penalty will go up. So that's the way they found that even for us softcore players, it gives us a good reason to pay attention and try not to die too much, because if you accumulate a couple of deaths, you'll see after a while it gets to minute and a half and 2 minute penalties, and that adds up very quickly. But we'll see here. It should take us a couple of minutes to clear out the mobs. After a while, we'll see that we'll get a portal that allows us to go to the next section. There is, as we can see, some shrines that can randomly appear just like basically any other dungeon. I haven't encountered anything really bad in here, like there's no butcher or anything like that. But once you get to the level 61 tier of this, you will see the end boss is really bad, where it has a number of one-shot mechanics and makes it really hard to complete, on top of having a lot of hit points and damage. So those boss fights, especially in the higher levels, are definitely no joke. And it will give you a really strong challenge. If you're looking for something to do endgame, this is the place to be. The barrier to entry is fairly low. Again, you can see on this level 75 Sork, I'm not having any issues, even though these are level 100 mobs. And when I first came in here, I think I was about level 68 and didn't have any issues either. So as long as you can complete your level 46 Nightmare Dungeon, you can definitely handle the mobs that are in here. And I'd say too that we'll see the Sorks did get a pretty good survivability boost compared to prior seasons. In the past, even a little tap from a regular monster outside of town was enough to one-shot you. Especially I played a Sork in the preseason, and back then they were extremely squishy. But at this point, that has been fixed, and if you can get your armored cap like this, you will be able to survive pretty decently. Still have a lot less hit points than other classes. For example, my Necro can survive a lot more than my Sork can. But it is a good improvement, and then you have all of your shields that can help keep you alive. And the Frost Orb, as we can see, for clearing large spaces like that, the Sork is really well suited for this, and probably is going to be a favorite for a good part of the game. So if you're just looking to speedrun a bunch of pits, then this is a great class to do. Sometimes you run out of mobs before you can get to the end, and basically you'll have a portal that leads you to a second level, and then another portal that leads you to the boss. The nice part here is the bosses don't just randomly appear and cause you issues. But here, as you can see, there are a lot of one-shot mechanics, even in the first fight, and that's probably the biggest part of the challenge over in this first one over here. So you just have to kind of pay attention and do some avoiding of those mechanics, but over time you can definitely practice and get that out of the way. But once you get to the higher level ones, the quantity and meanness of the one-hit mechanics increases quite a lot. And once you're completed, you get a bunch of equipment drops. And then in the mastery chest is where, so the first level you get 10 obdacite and some obols. And the higher level that you complete, the better the rewards are. Once you have those rewards, we'll go back to town. And over here, we'll go to the forge to kind of show the forging system. I do have another video that shows all of the upgrading ways that you can do for your gear. Yeah, let's do the boots since we are more likely to keep them for a good while. So you'll see that to get to level 1 of Masterworking, you need 10 of these obdacites and some rawhide and veil crystals and a lot of gold. So this will be the main gold sink of this, and you can upgrade. Each time you get 5% better stats. So the stats are going up with each click. And when you get from rank 3 to rank 4, this is where you get one random stat to get 25%. So in this case, we got it on the 35% movement speed for 6 seconds after killing an elite. Probably not this stat I would have liked it to be on, but that is why you do have a reset Masterworks rank over here, and you can pay 5,000 gold and some materials to reset and start over if you'd like to. For now, we're going to keep this, but basically that's how the Masterworking works. And as you increase in level of it, so now I am level 4, basically the next step up, I'm going to need some Inglet if I want to keep leveling this up. But for now, let's switch over to our Tal Rasha's loop instead and put the upgrade over there. And basically just the same, you can keep going, and after you've done all of this, then you will need the next level of materials once you're at 8. So if you want to go up to 9, 10, and 11, you're going to need some neat iron instead. And finally, if you have too many of the higher level materials and not enough of the lower, so let's say if I wanted to masterwork all of these low level ones, I would probably run out of Abdicite before all of them are level 4. So you can come to the Alchemist, and this is where you can downgrade some of them. So in this case, for example, I can use a 5 of the neat iron to produce 15 Inglet, and then I can use 5 of the Inglet to produce an Abdicite. So basically every time you downgrade, you multiply by 3. So effectively, if you get 1 neat iron, you can get either 3 Inglet for it, or you can get 9 Abdicite for it. So it's quite a really good way, and it is the main reason why a lot of people are probably, if you're high enough level for it, probably tier 60 would be kind of a sweet spot where very frequently, between 50 and 60, you can clear them fairly quickly, and you get quite a lot of the Inglets, which you can break down into Abdicite if needed. So once you're able to clear level 50 or more, there's no point really of clearing the lower level ones, and actually it's beneficial to clear higher level tiers and get more materials out of it. And I'd say the only maybe caveat is once you get past level 61, you're going to need a very strong build to be able to clear those efficiently, and maybe at that point it's better to hold off a little bit until all your gear is in better shape. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them in the comment box. Please remember to like, subscribe, share around. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.